Ever felt like organizing your work item could be more efficient? Let's dive into a real world breakdown of creating epics, feature, user story, task, from assigning the story point to ensuring seamless collaborations. This video will transform the way you approach the project management, whether it is backend, frontend, or linking the task to the iteration. I have got you covered. Ready to level up your workflow? Let's get started. So last time we made this much work item. Let's add few more work item. So we have one epic, one feature, one story, user story, and 4 tasks of that user story. Okay, now let's make one more user story, that is sign up. So we'll create sign up. From here we'll go to the user story. This is the name of the user story. Here priority should be 1, and suppose here this case sign in, sign up. Okay, I'm saying high risk. Story point here I'm giving 12, that means 96 hours around. Okay, and here we can write down acceptance criteria, means the story will be completed, need to implement the sign up, user should be created in database. User is already created, then we should update the user, not create the user. All these things we will take care over here. I'm assigning this story to this story. We can assign to the one of the developer. This story should be related to the feature. So epic, this is the feature, user authentication. So this story belongs to the feature. First top level epic, then we have the feature, then we have the user story. And let's save it. Now we'll go work item. Inside in it we'll create a few more task item. Let's create. And one more thing guys, in this sign up implementations, right? So even we can define the area also. Area should be backend. This is backend only. Save it. And this story we can open it from here also. This is backend team, and here I can go to the user story. Here I can see user story. From here itself I can add all the tasks also. Suppose this is the first task, and by default this task will be assigned into the same area. Okay, so here we can assign, and this task I can assign to suppose Deepak. Okay, this is done. Here activity is he will develop it, and this story is 32 hours. And we can write down description, linking already done, so save and close. The first task is done. Okay, second task we can add. Here we can click. Here the story I will assign to this user, and here it will take 16 hours, and this is already linked to the parent, and this is already, we have the area also. Iteration, by default we have whatever the iteration we made it earlier, so we can make it more iteration also. Later on we will come on the iterations. So we'll save it. Now we will create 2 more user story, and this user story I will create, but here I will add this user story to the front end. This is front end related thing, and this one I will assign to the user is Vivek, and here this user story will take 32 hours, and this is also done. Ideally we should not give to the backend, because this is the user story that not related to backend. This is user story should be related to job applications. Okay, task should be accelerated to the backend. So user story we should not be make it like a way, or either we should create the 2 user story. So let's me create the 2 user story. Okay. So let me create this user story is for backend, and this we will assign to the backend. Okay, this is fine. Save and close. And now we have this user story to backend user story. Here we have 3 tasks. From here I will create a one more user story that is related to the front end also. So I will create a new user story, but that goes to in front end only. So here I will change to front end. This is front end UI component we need to make. That's fine. Save and close. Here we can divide it also. This is same whatever actually time and hours we given, that we need to give the same one. So here I'm just giving the 12 point. First I need to be rename the user story, and that user story right now in the front end, that is this one, I need to change to front end. Okay, here I will go in a back end again. Here we have 3 tasks. This task I'll assign to the front end, and parent should be linked to the front end one, and this is the front end, and this should be linked. Save and close. So this task is now not related to this one. This task is now related to the parent one. Okay, So this has been should be removed it also. So if I refresh, now we got a 2 tasks. So this is fine. Now we need to be create one more task that is related to the QA also. So I can go into directly in QA, and here iteration I need to be defined it. Iterations we will come back again, but right now from here also I can create a work item. So here I need to create a QA task, and this is task only. QA will create a bug or issue if we found it. If here we will make one more ticket. First I will go back user story. So this is user story. This is QA. This is also will take some time. According to that, we can give some time. And this user story, suppose I'm assigning to the QA team. Whoever belongs to the QA team, I'm just assigning. And this user story also related to the parent is feature. User authentications, not this one. We had one more parent. That is called sign up. Where is the sign up? I think no, this one on user creation system only. That's it, fine. And we save it. So this is done. Okay. Now inside it we need to create a task. So first either we can open this one also, guys, and here add new item, work item, what we wanted to create it. This is actually will become child. Okay, here I'm making the child. Work item should be task, add link, and this will be the parent, and this will be the child. Save and close. Okay, so this is done. So now we have one more QA one also. Okay, so similar to that we can make it more work item. So let's make a few more. So this is totally new feature, and here I'm giving 360 hours, and this one we will make in both the places, means backend, front end, and even the QA also. First I'm making the backend one. Same thing we can make the QA one also. Same thing we can make the for this one also, because we need to divide the stories different area wise also. Right now we need to choose the epic, and this is epic for us. Add link and save. So this is done. Okay, so this is the one feature, and in the feature we can add the user story. Now let's jump on the sprint, how to manage the sprint, because if we'll go there we can see we have backend team, front end team, but QA team does not have, right? And even QA team also should have the sprint also. So but QA team is not coming over here. And if I go to the project setting, and here project configurations, here we have all the sprint. Okay, and sprint means, guys, this is the, you can say a cycle in which we will do or complete our work item. Okay, so whatever the work item we will assign it in this cycle, means start date or end date, this is the one interval we will have to complete our work item. So that we need to be define it our iterations, or we can say sprint also. So let's define this one also. Might be we have some bugs, so it could be first beta 1. Generally people will be release their software or application with the beta, then after that beta 2, beta 3, like a way we need to release it all the actually our product, and finally we'll say release 1, release 2, release 3, like a way we can release it also. So this is our application. This inside in it we have, these are the, you can say the hierarchy, and we can make similar to that. We can select whatever the inside in it we wanted to make a child, we can make it, and here I can write down release 3.0, so like okay, or we can make it the production release. It's up to us how we wanted to be write down. These are the name we can write down our own only. Here we can make the iteration in beta 1. Suppose I wanted to be go with the beta 2, but here in the beta 2 I wanted to go with the 3 iterations. So here I can just give the iterations 5, and this date, suppose I wanted to give 7/3/7, that means it will go into March. So this next will be start on this one. It will take the 2-week time. Even we can change the date according to that. Next one, here also we'll add some iterations. Iteration 6 we will make, suppose on March 21st. Actually we'll say on this one, and end date we'll take it, for example, on the 4th on this one. Like a way we will actually make it in the future, whatever the basically we will make in the future release we will do in like a way. And similar to that we can actually add a few more also. So this is what, guys, the project configuration, not team wise. This is project configuration. Even in the project configuration we can make it all the project wise also, like QA, front end, anyway all of these are hierarchy only. Okay, because QA might be required the less iterations, so we can make it according to that. Once we done this iteration part, then we go to the team configuration. This iteration we need to assign to the team also. Here we can see the backlog iteration path that you specified not longer valid. Please correct then refresh the page. If we will go to the front end, we can see this is coming correctly, and we can see over here we have beta 1, beta 2 iteration, all these things we have it also, right? The same way if I'll go to another one, like take an example of This is the front end. I can go to the back end also. There also we have it, right? Similar to that, we need to assign to all the teams, so that you will assign all this team to the iteration, so that we can see the these board, backlog, and sprint. These things will be start coming in also. Suppose we'll go into the job application or the QA team. Here we'll go inside in the iteration, because here is no iteration is we chosen it. So first we will choose, suppose, the job applications. Okay, inside it, whatever we have, it should become also. So we will save it. Now if I select it, it will come. Suppose I will choose the, right now the current iteration is this one, or for the QA I can choose the different iteration also, but right now I'm choosing this one only. And suppose for beta 2 also we'll choose it, and like I can add the all the iteration to the suppose this is for iteration I added. Same thing, I can go into the tag documentation also. There is also I need to choose it. This is Java application, that is good part. Here I can go and choose iteration 1, that's fine. And Java applications, I think we already have, that's fine. And this is also we have, even we can change this to this, the Java application only. This is fine. In backend also, I will go and backlog iterations, we can choose the parent one also. Okay, the parent hierarchy, and here I can define it also. Now if I'll go to the board or work item, and here we'll see things will become start. Okay, what we need to choose it, if we have the user story or these things, then only these things will be start coming it also. So suppose if I'll go to the backend team, this is exactly feature is coming. So I made the 2 backend feature also, and I made the these 2 story. If I go to the front end, I should see the 2 story, right? And if I go to the QA does not have, let's see QA has it or not. QA has one user story. Let's go open it also. We need to be change it also, this one, the area. So this is QA, and beta QA has it. So we'll go again on the board. Now we can see QA will also get in board. Same thing we will get into backlog also over here. And here we can see the planning is coming. So for the planning, I will come back. Sprint also I can go. From here also I can add the task and bug, and same way I can see the front end and back end also, right? So this is the way we can see sprint wise, backlog wise, board wise. All these things will be coming when we will came into the particular iteration, or when we will correctly map the areas, then we will get it. All these things will become automatically. Okay, one more thing, we can go import, we can filter it, we can change the setting also, and inside in it we have, suppose, feature. I'll go in a feature. These are the 2 features, right? Suppose here I can change on the board only. These are the card of the board, these are the board. Okay, so in the card of the board means what we can change. Suppose I wanted to be add a show empty field, then show empty field will be start coming in. If I wanted to show the tags, it does not have tags, let's add the tag also. So if I'll go there, add a tag authentications. Okay, so suppose I'm adding a tag authentications, save and close. Here I'm adding the tag job management, or I can say the job. Okay, and here I'm adding one more tag that is called, suppose we'll say the user. Okay, there is 2 tag. We can add the number of the tag. By the tag we can actually filter it also. We can choose whichever the tag we have. You can see we can filter it also. So when we suppose authentication, we have so many work items, we can filter according to tag wise. Or we have, this is also way you can see here I unchecked it, this one. Once I save, tag will be removed. Okay, so in the card item we can customize it according to how we wanted to do it also. Even we can add some additional field also. Suppose I wanted to be write down activated by and save it. Now who is actually activated, that username will be see it over here somewhere. Okay, unassigned right now we will see it also over here. So we can add the more field also. Another thing is we have style. We can add the style in the card. Suppose we have lot of work item, I want to do style. That work item has the particular status, that work item has the particular assigned by anything, whatever we like it. Suppose I want to make it color, any name I can give it. Suppose I will give it the test is the name. Color I wanted to choose this one, and what condition you wanted to write down. I will just simply say these are the areas, these are the name. We can give it anything, whatever we like it. Assign to equal to none of them, or we can say assign to the, suppose I assign to this user, then I wanted to see in the red color. This is the way we can change. The red color is actually coming very sharp, so I can make it some different color also. Okay, so this is the way we can change the color also. Here same way we can change the tag color also. Suppose here I have the 2 tag or 3 tags, I can make it login tag color. I can give the suppose green color, or the login one will be should become as a green, or does not have, so I will make it to the another one. So let's take this job one, and job should become green, right? So this is the way I can customize the card. Annotations, so by default we can see these are the annotations. Okay, these are the icons, whatever we can see, these are the annotations. We can enable disable also, so that annotation will be displaying over here. Similarly, we have test case also, test plan also. If you wanted to show some test case and test plan in a card, that thing we can customize it from here. Okay, another thing, we have column. So by default we have new, active, resolved or closed. We can add any new column also. Suppose I wanted to be add a column hold. Okay, WIP limit means work in the progress limit. How many work item is in the progress, that we can limit it also over here. And what is the feature? Feature is by default we have active, new, resolved only. Hold means also will be came in the active, so we can save, we will get a hold. So this item I can move into the hold also. Okay, and this item suppose I can move into the active. Like a way we can make it new column also. This is the 5. Only 5 item at a time maximum can be goes in the hold. After that it will come in the red color if we will have the more item. These things we can control it over here. Even we can rename it existing also. We can click, we can rename it also. Okay, everything we can change. Even we can change the position it also. If we required, we can change it also. Another thing, suppose inactive or resolved, I wanted to split it. Okay, this is resolved, or this is resolved is done, or I'm actually doing it also. So once I save. Okay, so because we have already in hold, actually we cannot be deleted, so I need to be first remove it, then I will go in column again, then I can delete it, then I'll go in a resolve, split column, doing it, done. Now we can see we got a 2 things. So this is actually doing and this is done. So like a way we can change the statuses also. Okay, so might be some people is done, might be after certain hour he will actually move into change the status. He will move into the doing to done. So these things we can change it from here. Another thing, in the board, what else we can design it, and once we will change the guys, once we refresh it, always will be there. Not like a way the changes will become for temporary purpose. No, it will save in a database of the Azure and it will be always will be there. So these board you can customize according to your project wise or according to your team wise also. Another thing is we have swim lanes. Swim lane means suppose I'm adding a new swim lanes and I'm giving the name is suppose productions, anything we can give, and color I wanted to give it actually suppose green color, and all this option are same, or either I can write down the criteria also. So automatically whatever the item we have that goes into that particular field if we have such a thing. Suppose I will say tag. If the tag is contain user, then it should be automatic into productions. Once I save, we can see this tag should be moved into the production. So the production means we got it now now we have the divide the this progress area. This is progress area is new and the close is separate. All are active, resolved are the progress area. Inside in it this tag should be moved it also. So let's see one more time, equal to productions tag contain user, does not contain, okay that's fine, user, this is correct, tags contain user, yeah it should be moved, or either we can actually give some different one also. So let me change to the job, will it move or not, no idea, but we can drag and drop also, not sure why it is not moving, but we can drag and drop also. Okay, I think around 50 we can make. The production, this is default, we can give different name, we can give different name. So same kind of task we can move like environment wise, production, QA, QC, or different way we can segregate. Okay, so this is we call swim lanes, means these are we are creating lanes over here. So this is the way we can create it also, and we cannot delete. If we move the item, we cannot delete. First we need to be moving to the new, or either we need to be delete that card item, then only we should be change it also. So let me change this one also, it will become as a default only. So this was the default. So these are guys all the setting of the board related thing. These are the all the setting of the board related thing. So you guys can change it also, all these things, and try to play with it also. Nothing will be changed, only the display things will be changed. So you guys can try and play with it also. Another thing, if we go in a backlog, here guys, we can see the planning of iteration wise. Okay, here we have 2-3 options. We can go the planning or mapping. Mapping means these item is mapped to these are the features. Okay, these stories are mapped to the features. And here we can see epic also. How we can see epic? Because I selected this one parent. If I select the parent, whichever the parent is belongs, whichever the we already map, all these things we can see it also. And here if anything is unmapped, we can actually map it also. Over here drag and drop, it will map it also. Here I can see the feature different team wise also. If we have some feature in different team also, like we can choose it also. Another thing we have, as I told you, planning is related to sprint planning. So planning related thing, we can see it over here also. We can make the new sprint from here also, or either we can go into sprint and there also we can choose it. When we go here, we can see sprint planning will become. Okay, and so planning means it will come like it, right? So this is the way we can actually map planning, or we can see board, backlog, or we can switch between the work item, board, backlog, and sprint. So in the next video, we'll see how to see the work detail, what is the meaning of the capacity and the analytics. We'll see this one in the detail, and after that we will work on the queries and delivery plan and analytics view. Dashboard is also linking to these work item only, guys. After that we will go more technically on the repository, pipeline, test plan, and artifact side. Okay, so till here you guys can do the practice. If you have any doubt, please write down the comment. We'll see in the detail also. And thanks for watching the video, guys. Thank you. See you in the next video.